Greetings, everybody. I'm so glad that you could join me this evening for a class here on Facebook. I know that these times have been challenging to say the least, but I've been lucky to teach to a phenomenal group of people and love this opportunity for us to connect, even if virtually. Our practice gives us such a lovely opportunity to stay in our bodies and to stay focused in that way. So we'll go ahead and get moving tonight. This is an all levels flow. And I invite you, if you have any problems seeing or hearing me, please hit me up in the chat function of your window there, so I can know and adjust. And also, if there's anything that anybody would like to work on, if you have a couple of moments and you think, I really want to work on twists or forward folds or whatever it might be, please let me know. So I may know some of you and I may not know some of you, but in any case, this is our opportunity to be together and to share our love and our joy of movement. Go ahead, and if you have a block at your disposal, please take a seat, and you can take a seat either in hero's pose or in seated cross ankle. As you make your way into your seat, please welcome your eyes to close and your hands to rest gently in your lap. And we'll start with 3 to 5 rounds of breath. Whatever it is that our day has brought us, we have the opportunity here to turn the gaze inwards, away from our external focuses, and hopefully have a few moments to be in the stillness and the quiet of our own form. With your next exhalation breath, please release your fingertips down by your sides. And then with an inhale, send 2 arms forward and up overhead. And as you exhale, release, softening your shoulders away from your ears. And again, with an inhale, send your arms forward and up. And exhale to release. One more time, please. Inhale, send 2 arms forward and up overhead. And as you exhale, release, fingertips down towards the earth. And then with an inhale, send your arms forward and your hips back and come into all fours. Moving your block off to the side. Sending your hips back towards your heels. Take a couple of sways from right to left. And then you're also welcome to cat and cow from back to front. Starting to open one of the more crucial aspects of our bodies, which is our rib cage, our torso, which lends itself to greater expression in nearly every other single pose. Letting your head also move along with your ribs. You can make circles. And then a pause in the center in a neutral spine, curling your toes under, inhale and rise into downward facing dog. Send your hips back and up. And then from here, work your heels one at a time down towards the earth, lengthening through the backs of your legs. You can let your head tilt from one side to the other. Letting your shoulder blades broaden on your back, but your traps soften down and away from your ears. Widen your collarbones towards your fingertips. And then a pause in the pedal of your heels and swivel them over to the left. Stretching through your right side, keeping both hands planted as they are. Make your right ribs longer, broader, and fuller. And then with an inhale, send your hips and heels through center. And as you exhale, pivot your heels over to the right. Stretching, expanding, and lengthening through your left ribs. Hold for 2 and 1. And then with an inhale, swivel hips and heels to center. Sweep your right heel high. 3-legged dog. Bend open and stack right hip on top of left. And then draw some circles with your right knee. Let's go 3 first in one direction. Starting to lubricate and move the joint of the hip. And then change directions for 3, 2, and 1. And then with an inhale, draw your right knee forward to tap the back of your right arm. And then inhale, 3-legged dog. As you exhale, float your right toes forward, touch for a lunge. And then pause here in your runner's lunge, sending your hips back and your heart forward. Lengthening through the back of your right leg. You can even bring your right thumb to your right hip crease. and hold for one more breath. Stretch your ribs, chest, and your belly forward. And then with an inhale, send 2 arms forward and up and rise. High lunge. As you exhale, airplane, arms and torso 1 time. And then with an inhale, step forward, standing mountain. Receive left wrist with right thumb and middle finger. Arc up and over to the right. Swivel your chin towards your right arm. Continue to lift, lengthen, and stretch through your left side ribs. And then with an inhale, rise through center. Change the clasp of your wrists. Arc up and over to your left. Your chin can swivel towards your left arm or shoulder. Lift, lengthen, and stretch through your right side body. And then with an inhale, rise up through center. As you exhale, hips back, heart forward, forward fold. Touching your fingertips to the earth. Inhale to lift halfway, stretch your ribs forward. As you exhale, place your hands, step it back, downward facing dog. And then with an inhale, sweep your left leg high, bend open and stack left hip on top of right, and the same knee circles. For 2, and 1, and then change direction. 3, 2, open your whole left side, your whole front belly, and 1, and then with an inhale, stretch your ribs forward, left knee taps the back of your left arm. Inhale, sweep your left leg high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, float your left toes forward, touch. Runner's lunge, left foot forward, sending your hips back. Clawing with your fingertips, send your ribs forward, soften and broaden not only your traps, but your collarbones as well. Holding for 4, 3, move back through your left hip crease and feel the length in your left hamstring. And then with an inhale, rise forward and up to your high lunge. As you exhale, airplane, arms and torso 1 time. As you inhale, step forward, this time to chair pose. Sit back and sit down, interlacing your clasp up and overhead. And then take an arc up and over to your right. And then inhale to sit down, centering your chair pose. Arc up and over to your left. And then sit down to center. 2 more pulses here, up and over to the right. Lift, lengthen, and stretch. Exhale to your chair. Or inhale, and then exhale to your arc. Stretch through your right side ribs. Inhale to center. And then pushing down through your feet to rise to mountain. Exhale and forward fold. Fingertips touch the earth. Inhale, lift halfway, stretch your ribs forward. As you exhale, place your hands, step it back, plank pose. Down for a low push-up. Inhale, forward and through. And exhale from cobra into downward facing dog. From here, swivel your heels to the left. And then take a pulse, sit hips towards heels. Stretching through your right side ribs like you're sitting in the chair on your side. Inhale, center. Heels right, toes left. Hips to heels, sit back and down. 2 more pulses. Inhale, hips and heels through center. Swivel face right, sit back, sit down. Inhale, hips and heels through center. Swivel face left, sit back and sit down. And then with an inhale, downward facing dog, sweep your right leg high. As you exhale, draw your knee in towards your chest, come forward towards a plank position, and then drawing your belly in, lift from your back ribs, and then exhale, release. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, float your right toes forward, lunge pose. Hips back, heart forward. Inhale, rise, high lunge. Exhale, airplane, arms and torso this time. Full airplane. Press your left heel towards the ceiling. Inhale, both arms forward towards warrior 3. As you exhale, jiva squats, heart hands, bend and tap, left knee to right calf 1. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale for 2. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale for 3. To tap. Inhale and lengthen. 2 more. Exhale, bend and tap for 4. Inhale and lengthen. Try to keep your sacrum level one more time. Bend and tap. 5. Inhale, lengthen to warrior 3. As you exhale, release forward fold to place your hands to splits, and then we'll work switch kicks. Place your hands and exchange one foot for the other. You can start nice and low, nice and low. In a time where we're doing a lot of sitting, the reminder to get upside down can change our whole perspective. Try another handful of switch kicks. Last one, land right. Step back with your left foot. Keep your left fingertips to the floor. Inhale, right arm forward. Bend into your right elbow, cradle the right side of your head, and twist to your right. Twisted crescent, holding for 3. Press your head back into your hand, hold for 2. Inhale on 1, and then release. Right hand down to the floor, but now step forward for chair pose. Left foot in line with right. Inhale, both arms forward and up. As you exhale, twist right. Left elbow to right knee. Press your finger pads together. Broaden through your elbows and through your shoulders. Hips back, heart forward, and deepen your twist for one more breath. And then with an inhale, unwind to center chair. As you exhale, forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway. Stretch your ribs forward. Exhale, place your hands, hop it back. Plank to low push up. Inhale forward and through to cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips back and high. Soft shoulders, long belly. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Left heel up. Exhale, draw your knee forward towards your chest. Knit your belly in towards your spine. Lift and broaden through your back ribs. Exhale to release, and an inhale, 3-legged. As you exhale, step forward, lunge. Inhale, rise, high lunge. As you exhale, airplane, arms back, heart forward. Squeeze your right heel towards the ceiling. Boy, practice is a lot different without the beat of music and rhythm to help move us along. Inhale, arms forward. As you exhale, Jiva squats, heart hands. Bend and tap 1. Inhale and lengthen. Bend and tap 2. Inhale and lengthen. But we get used to making our own rhythm with the breath as we move. We've got 2 more. Jiva squat. Inhale and lengthen. And 1 more time. Bend and tap. Inhale, warrior 3. As you exhale, place your hands to the earth and then switch kicks. Remember, they do not have to be high. You can also swivel and face a wall, but either way, get the weight off of your feet and into your hands. A couple of light ones here. And then if you like, you can increase the height. 2 more. Landing left, step back right. Right fingertips stay to the earth. Inhale your left arm forward. Cradle the left side of your head. Twist to the left. Hips back, heart forward, twisted crescent, and hold for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, unwind to center. Place your left hand to the earth. Step it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale your chest forward to a plank pose. Exhale down for a low push-up. Inhale forward and through to cobra. Exhale back into your downward facing dog. And I'm gonna add in the one that I forgot. Go ahead, hop to the top. Sit back and sit down. Rise into chair pose. It never feels good to be lopsided. Exhale, heart hands, twist to your left, Bring your right elbow to the outside of your left knee, sending your hips back and your heart forward. Twist, deepen, open to the left. 2 breaths from here. See if you can use your right elbow to help you twist your ribs more fully open to the left wall. And then with an inhale, unwind to center. As you exhale, release your hands to the earth, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Stretch your ribs forward, open your belly. Exhale, place your hands, step it to downward facing. We're gonna add on just a little bit here. I want you to swivel your heels, shorten your stance, swivel your heels to the left. Sit down in this side chair position. You can stick with the swivel, or you can add a little hop. It'll look like this. Hop to center and twist it to the left. A hop through center, twist it to the right. Let's go a few more. You might actually start to get some height here. 2 more. Land left. Actually 3. Land right. Last time. Hop. Land facing left. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Sweep your right heel high. Bend open and stack right hip on top of left. With your inhale, draw your right knee towards your left elbow. Plank. Inhale. Open leg right. Exhale. Fallen triangle. Thread right leg through to the left. Then you can start to turn and open in your fallen triangle, heart to sky. We'll hold for 3 breaths. Reach up, over and around. Left hand to the earth. And then with an inhale, unwind to center. 3-legged dog. And step forward, right foot lunge. Inhale, rise, high lunge. As you exhale, airplane. Arms back, heart forward. Squeeze left heel high. Inhale, both arms forward, warrior 3. And exhale, fingertips to the earth. Standing splits. Use the heat that we've created to expand and lengthen up the back of your right leg. Hold for 2. And 1. With an inhale, rise up, 1-legged mountain. Left knee out in front. As you exhale, cactus left, cross right hand over to left knee, and then twist to your left. So adding on a little bit to the rotation from chair pose. Now we've got standing balance. Lift up through your ribs, press back through your head. Hold for 1 more breath in and out. And then inhale to unwind to center. Exhale, step back, high lunge to reverse warrior 2. Pivot your left heel down, arc to your left, right arm overhead. With an inhale, through warrior 2. Exhale, cartwheel hands to the earth. Step it right back into your plank. Down for a low push-up. Inhale through to your cobra. Belly long. Exhale, hips back and up. Downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your left heel up. Bend open and stack left hip on top of right. Inhale, left knee forward to tap right elbow. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Bend open and stack. Exhale, fallen triangle. Send your left foot through. And then start to turn, twist and open. Moving up, over, and around your left shoulder for a deeper expression. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Unwind to center. Sweep your left heel high, 3-legged. As you exhale, step forward lunge. Inhale and rise, high lunge. As you exhale, arms back, heart forward, airplane. Squeeze your right heel skyward. Knit your belly in towards the middle. Inhale, sending 2 arms forward. Exhale into your standing splits. Fingertips touch the earth. Lower your right hip down. Squeeze your right heel high. Hold for another full round of breath in and out. And with an inhale, rise. 1-legged mountain. Right knee forward. And then crossing left hand over, right arm cactus, twist to your right. Keep your ribs rising, belly lengthening. Hold for 2 and 1. With an inhale, unwinding to center. Exhale, step back from a high lunge to warrior 2 for a reverse. Right hand to right thigh, left arm overhead. Lift, lengthen, reach, and stretch. And then inhale, back to center. Cartwheeling 2 hands to the earth. Step it back to your plank pose. Lower down for a low push-up. Inhale, forward and through to your cobra. And exhale, back into your downward facing dog. Long ribs, open belly, high hips. Take a full breath in through your nose. Open your mouth to exhale. Bringing your big toes to touch. Sweep your right heel up. As you exhale, draw your right knee and foot forward for pigeon. Sliding your left foot back, lowering your forearms to the earth. You're welcome to keep your left foot down or draw your heel into the air. Hugging your left knee forward and down into the earth and back through your right knee. Then you can widen through your right hip, a little bit like a rudder. And just that widening pressure from your right sitting bone will help you to feel a deeper opening in your right hip. Let's hold for another 2 to 3 breaths. You're also welcome, I'm sure as you know, to let your forehead rest on a stack of your hands. And then with an inhale, lifting through your elbows, placing your hands to the earth. Curl your left toes under to exit to 3-legged dog. Inhale, right heel up. As you exhale, step your right foot forward. As you inhale, rise to a high lunge. Interlace your clasp at the top. Pivot your left heel in a down warrior 1. Stretch up through your ribs, and then a little back bend. Soften your shoulders away from your ears. Lift up an open heart to sky, and then curl back. And then with an inhale, lift up through your ribs as you exhale. Change your clasp so that it resides behind your sacrum or low back. And then exhale for humble warrior. Pivot your left heel up. Let your ribs settle down to the inside of your right thigh. Hold for 2 and 1. Inhale, releasing your arms, come forward into airplane. Push off, balancing arms back. And then inhale, arms forward to warrior 3. And then rise, 1-legged mountain. As you exhale, heart hands, cross left ankle to right knee. Sit back and down through your hips. Welcoming an opening into your left hip. Before we get to the other side, sit back and sit down. Keep your ribs rising, elbows broad so your rib cage can expand. Hold for 1 more breath in and out. Inhale, please rise, lengthen. As you exhale, forward fold, and then step back to your lunge. And then placing your hands, step it back, big toes touch, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your left heel high. Exhale, draw left knee and chin forward for pigeon. Sliding your right foot and knee back, walk your hands forward. Lower your elbows down to forearms. You can have your right foot up in the air, right foot down to the floor. You can stay as you are, or you can let your forehead come to rest on your hands. Hug your right knee forward and your left knee back, and then work back and wide through your left hip. Soften your traps. Open into your left hip. And continue to hold for 2 and 1. I'm slowing it down so we get as much time here as we did on the first side. And then with an inhale, Lift your elbows, place your hands, curl your right toes under, and rise. Three-legged dog. To exhale, step forward, left. Inhale and rise to your high lunge, arms overhead. Pivot your right heel in and down. And then warrior one. Clasp your hands overhead. As you exhale, deepen your seat. Keep your right knee soft, but open through your ribs and your chest. Lean back and hold for 3. Keep breathing. Keep your elbows front plane. Lift up and then curl and open. Inhale, as you rise, pivot your right heel up, change your clasp for humble warrior. Reach your ribs forward, out, and down inside your left thigh. Lengthen as you broaden, open through your shoulders, and then releasing your clasp, push off for airplane. Shift left, squeeze right heel towards the ceiling. Inhale, both arms forward, warrior 3. And then rise all the way for one-legged mountain and cross ankle. Right ankle over left knee, 2 hands together at heart center, and sit back and sit down. Adding on to the hip openings on each side. Continue to send your hips back behind the line of your heel, and then sit down. Knit your belly in towards the middle. Lift up through the crown of your head. Hold for one more full breath in and out, please. And then with an inhale, rise up. As you exhale this time, step back with your right foot. Swivel to face right for a wide stance forward fold. Let your fingertips touch the earth. Let your crown point down towards the floor. You're welcome to walk your hands out in front of you. Please keep the backs of your knees hollow as you release your crown towards the earth. 2 more rounds of breath. And then with an inhale, walking your hands in. Exhale, walk your hands to the top. Swivel into your lunge. Step it right back into your plank pose. Down for a low push-up. Inhale, forward and through to your cobra. And exhale, back into your downward facing dog. Taking a full breath in through your nose. Open your mouth to exhale. You can welcome a pedal of your heel. Soften and broaden your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, sweep your right heel up. 3-legged dog. Again, exhale, draw your knee forward towards your chest, come into a plank pose. Knit your belly in and up, puff into your back ribs. To release, inhale, 3-legged dog. Again, right knee forward. Inhale, puff, lift and broaden, tone your core. Inhale, 3-legged dog. One more time, right knee forward. Inhale, knit your belly in. 3-legged dog and wild thing. Swivel, turn and touch, right foot behind you. And then start to turn and open towards your back bend. Holding 4. Breathe. 3. Release your head and your neck. On 1, unwind back to center. Reach your right arm forward and then step forward with your right foot. Lunge. Reverse warrior 2, cartwheel, left heel down, left arm up. Reverse, left hand to left thigh. And then with an inhale, side angle, right arm to the inside of your right calf, left arm overhead. Lengthen from your left toes to your left fingertips. Twist your ribs to the left. And then with an inhale, unwind to center, both arms forward and up. As you exhale, push off, warrior 3. Squeeze your left heel towards the ceiling. Hold for one more breath in and out to warrior 3. And then with an inhale, rise all the way to 1-legged mountain. As you exhale, cross left ankle to right knee. We add a twist, heart hands, and bring left elbow to left arch. You can also place left hand to foot, right hand to head, and then you can deepen your twist to the right from here. Hips back, heart forward. Hold, letting your belly lengthen. Soften the amount of effort, deepen the opening. One more breath in and out. And then with an inhale, unwind to center. As you exhale, step back, high lunge, swivel, turn, and open. Face the left side of your mat. Start in a forward fold, and then we're going to work some frog hops from here. One set in this sequence, placing your hands to the earth, put it upside down. You're welcome to start super low, a bend into your knees, and just a tiny little hop. Or you can bring it a little bit higher, knees stay low, hips go high. Try two more. And then let yourself land. Wide stance, forward fold. Take a full breath in and out. And then walk your hands forward to the top of your space. Lunge to plank, right into your low push-up. Inhale forward and through to your cobra. And exhale back into your downward facing dog. Take a full breath in through your nose. Open your mouth to exhale. With an inhale, sweep your left heel up. Exhale, knee to chest. Come forward towards plank. Inhale, knit your belly in, round. And then with your next inhale, three-legged dog open. Exhale, knee to chest. Lift through your ribs. Inhale, three-legged dog open. One more. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, knit, lift, and broaden. Inhale, three-legged dog to wild thing. Swivel, turn, and touch. Left foot behind you. Swivel, turn, and open. Left hand towards the earth. Holding for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach your left hand forward as you unwind. Step your left foot forward. Inhale and cartwheel, rising up and open. Reverse warrior 2. Right hand to right thigh, left arm overhead. Inhale back to center, left fingertips to the floor, right arm overhead, side angle. Lengthen from right fingertips or right toes to right fingertips. Twist your ribs open to the right. Stretch, lengthen, and then inhale, swivel, face the top of your mat. Long, low, strong, belly, push off, warrior 3. Squeeze right heel towards the ceiling. Keep your arms extended. And then with an inhale, rise all the way. Standing one-legged to cross ankle, right over left knee, heart hands. Sit hips back and down and begin your twist this side. I'm demoing right elbow to right arch. Hands together, elbows broaden. Twist, lengthen, and open to the left. Maintain as best you can an even breath. Take a moment to slow it down. One more in and out. And then with an inhale, unwind to center. As you exhale, uncross, step back, high lunge. Release hands to the earth. Step back, plank pose right into your low push-up. Inhale forward and through to your cobra, belly long, and exhale. Downward facing dog. Stepping forward slightly, bringing your big toes to touch. Exhale, your knees widen down to the earth. Sit back and sit down for child's pose. Walking your hands forward. You can release your forehead all the way down to the earth. You can massage by allowing your forehead to rock side to side and broadening the space in between your eyebrows. 2 more breaths, please. With an inhale, please return to all fours, separating your feet, but walking your knees in. With an inhale, curl your left toes under and sweep your right heel high as you rise right into your 3-legged dog. As you exhale, bend open and stack right hip on top of left. Then I'm going to ask you to step your right foot forward to the outside of your right hand for a hip opening, nuclear pigeon. Start by lowering your left knee to the earth, swivel your right toes out to the right, and then open your right knee to the right. Now you're welcome to stay right here for the first 10-15 seconds, or you can lower your forearms to the earth. We do have one add-on to this position to include our left leg, but you have another 5 seconds or so, knowing that you can always stay right here in the base variation of your pose. If you're adding on, placing your left hand to the floor, start by placing your right hand to the inside of your right thigh and twisting to the right. And finally, if you have a little bit more to go, cartwheel your right arm up, back, and around, and clasp your left front ankle, and then lean back. So you're opening into the front of your left thigh, the front of your right shoulder, twisting through your ribs, and hold for 5. Head back, 3, right hip open, and 1. Inhale, unwind to center. Right fingertips to the earth. Swivel your right toes, heel toe them in, right toes face forward. And right from here, could you rise to standing splits, push down right. Squeeze left heel towards the ceiling. Take a full breath in to open. As you exhale, crown to the ground, hands to the back of your right calf, and hold. Deepen your hamstring opening and your fold for 2 and 1. Bend into your right knee to step back. Inhale, open. 1 more reverse warrior, left heel down, arc to your left, right arm overhead. As you inhale, rise up through center, side angle with no hands. So reaching both arms forward, lengthen side bodies to fingertips, squeeze from your heels. 1 more inhale, and exhale, release, hands to the earth. Step back, 3-legged dog. Inhale, 3-legged plank. Down for a low push-up. Keep your right heel hovering if you can. Inhale, forward and through to your cobra. And back into downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and out. And then with an inhale, sweep your left heel high. Bend, open, and stack. Left hip on top of right. And then nuclear pigeon. Step your left foot forward and to the outside of your left hand. Start by lowering right knee to the earth. Pivot your left toes out to a 45. Press your left knee wide. You're welcome to stay on your hands or lower forearms to the ground. Keep moving your hips towards your back heel, but stretching your ribs towards your crown. We hold 5. And then placing your right hand to the earth, lift up through your ribs. First would be to place your left hand to the inside of your left thigh as you twist your ribs open to the left. Now you can stay right here, or if you draw your right heel up into the air, sweep your left arm up, back, and around, clasp your right front ankle, and add on to your pose. Keep your elbows a little bit soft so they don't hyperextend. Twisting open to your left. Sit back in your hips. Feel the opening in your left side. And then lean back through your ribs. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Unwind to center. Swivel your left toes forward, heel toe your foot in. And then from here, fingertips light. See if you can push off for your standing split. Squeeze your right heel towards the ceiling. Lengthen first, then exhale and forward fold. Reaching, clasp your hands behind your right calf. Squeeze your right heel skyward. Or left calf, pardon me. Squeeze your right heel skyward. And hold for the last 4. Deep in the opening in your left hamstring. And then bending into your left knee, reach and touch for a lunge pose. Cartwheel up and open. Right heel down for your last reverse warrior. Arc to the right. Inhale up through center, side angle near lumbar. No hands. Move your left hip crease back. Reach both arms forward from your side ribs. Keep your shoulders soft. Hold for 2 and 1. Unwind to center. Place both hands to the earth. Sweep your left heel high, 3-legged dog. Inhale to your 3-legged plank. Down for your low push-up. Inhale forward and through for your cobra. Exhale back into your downward facing dog. Touch left toes to the earth. From here, please, slide your right foot just about halfway forward into the right for supported side plank. Pivot your heels left. Reach your right arm forward. Stretch through your right side. And then, placing your right hand to the earth, slide and cross right ankle over left knee from your side plank. And then we're going to do 1 baby cradle from here. Inhale, swivel your knees through center, over to the left, and then lower your right hip down to the floor. Just showing us that there are so many ways for us to find this expression of a figure 4. Standing on a prone level pigeon, and here to our sides. Now, if you need less intensity, heel toe your left foot away from you. That will decrease the angle of your leg. More, keep your left foot in. Even more, hold your shin with your left hand. Draw your knee in, but try to take the rounding out of your back body. Lift and express heart towards crown. And we'll hold for the last couple of moments. Really sweet opening in the hip. And then with an inhale, placing your left hand to the floor. We're going to try one more. This is just a fun little add-on. Placing your left hand down to the earth as you lift your hips. Swivel your knees back over to the right. And then open like you would for Wild Thing. So you can deepen the opening here and maybe touch your right hand behind you. Or continuing to face the left. Stretch and hold for 1 more breath. And then with an inhale, unwind to center, step back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose, 1 pulse. Exhale, hips back, down dog. Inhale, chest forward, plank pose. Exhale, hips back, down dog. Last one. Inhale, chest forward, plank pose. Exhale, hips back, down dog. And then inhale. Exhale, I think we did a pivot. Left heel up. Let's do this. Bend open and stack left hip on top of right. Supported side plank. Step your left foot halfway forward. I knew there was an entrance there. And then swiveling to face the left. Stretch your left arm forward. Hold for 2. So we feel it's a really nice place to be supported in our plank pose. Side plank, and then lift and cross left ankle to right knee. You'll need a little bend into your right knee. And then we inhale through center. So we'll face right for baby cradle. Lower left hip down to the earth. As in the first side, if you need less intensity, heel toe your right foot away from you. If you like more, use your right hand to draw your knee in towards your chest, and then take the round out of your spine. Lift and broaden through your collarbones into your shoulders. Stretch and open your belly and hold. Soften your neck and your jaw. Use the heat of the practice to dig a little bit further into your openings. So we get a chance to cover all the basics, from a warm-up to the peak heat and expansion of practice to a slow, sweet cool down. And then with an inhale, pressing down through left hand and right foot, sweep your right arm up and overhead. As you exhale, right hand to the earth. One more time, swivel your knees to the left. And then go into a cross ankle wild thing. Stretch your left arm forward. Start to turn and open from your ribs. You might swivel enough to touch your left fingertips or hand down behind you. Or simply stay stretching through your left psoas, left belly, left ribs, and then unwind to center. Step it back. Downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, please lower your knees to the floor. And we'll add twisted childs. Inhale your right arm forward and out to the right. As you exhale, thread it underneath and through to the left. Bringing the right side of your head to the floor. Using your left hand like a kickstand to help you increase the rotation of your ribs left. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, unwind to center. Exhale, place your right hand to the earth. Inhale, send your left arm forward as you exhale, thread it underneath and through to the right. Bring the left side of your head to the earth. Turn, twist, and open, ribs to the right. With an inhale, unwind to center. And then with an exhale, please swivel your heels off to the right. And then coming to a seat, place your feet out in front of you. I'm just going to make sure that we're on time here. Placing your feet to the earth out in front of you. It's like a reverse table position, placing your hands behind and outside your shoulders. With an inhale, press down through your feet, lift and expand through heart, chest. As you exhale, hips to the earth. Inhale, boat pose. You can keep your knees bent as your arms come forward, or extend your legs up and out in front of you. And then exhale, bend, place hands and feet. Inhale, reverse table. As you exhale, hips down, kick up and out, arms forward and up, boat. Exhale and release. Inhale, reverse table for 3. As you exhale, hips to the earth. Inhale, feet and arms to the front. 2 more, bend, place your hands. Inhale, lift, expand, and broaden hips up, chest broad. Exhale, release, hips to the earth, boat pose. 1 more time, please. Place your hands in your feet. Inhale, hips up, chest broad. As you exhale, hips touch, arms forward, feet up, boat. And then for a count of 5, slow lower. Through half boat, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Once you come down, inhale your feet towards the ceiling. You are welcome to have your arms out by your sides in a T, or if you wanted a little bit more of a challenge, bend into your elbows, place your fingertips behind your head, and then exhale, lower both legs at the same time, 1/3 of the way towards the earth. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, lower another 1/3. Inhale. Exhale, lower your heels just to hover. And then with an inhale, feet all the way towards the ceiling. Again, as you exhale, 1/3. Press back through your head, keep your throat open. Exhale, lower another 1/3. Inhale, exhale, lower another 1/3. Let your feet hover just above the earth. One more time, inhale, feet towards the ceiling. As you exhale, lower 1/3. Head back, ribs full, lower 1/3. Soft jaw and face. Lower your last 1/3. With your heels hovering, let your feet sway from side to side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, feet towards the ceiling, bend into your knees, and reach to hold, knees one in each hand. Draw your knees in towards your chest, soften through your belly. And then inhale, knees over hips, and draw circles. You're welcome to have them both moving same direction, or they can be moving in opposition. Either one, 2 to 3 circles in one direction, and then the other. And then a pause in the center. Inhale, knees over hips, arms out by your sides in a T. Twist your knees to the right. With an inhale, draw your knees back through center over your hips. And as you exhale, knees to the left. Soften your breath, maybe even close your eyes. And then with an inhale, knees to center. As you exhale, place your left foot to the floor, extend your right leg for thigh root. Reach in, clasp the back of your right leg. Once you've extended your right foot towards the ceiling, you can circle your foot around your ankle. And then bend and cross, right ankle over left knee. Now listen carefully. I want you to scoot your hips over to the right. And then roll all the way onto your left side. Now you can bend into your left elbow and support the left side of your head with your left hand. Bring your right hand to the inside of your right knee. This time, not quite supine on our backs, but this side lying variation of figure 4. Press your right knee away from you. Stretch your ribs towards your crown. Hold. And then releasing the cross of your right ankle, reaching, clasp your right ankle with your right hand for a sideline variation on dancer's pose. It's a really nice one because it opens the front of your right thigh, hip flexor and also your shoulder. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale to roll onto your backs, arms overhead, right foot to the earth, hips to neutral, left leg towards the ceiling, thigh root. Once you've extended your leg, broaden through your chest, and then circle your foot around your ankle. Both directions. And then with an exhale, release and cross left ankle to right knee. Scoot your hips over to the left, and again, keeping the cross, roll onto your right side. You can let your ear rest on your bicep or bending into your right elbow to hold. Left hand to inner left thigh. Keep your right knee pressing up into your left ankle. Stretch, reach, and open. And then uncrossing your left ankle, reach down with your left hand for your left front ankle for a side lying dancer's pose. Kick back, stretch forward and up, and hold. 3 breaths. And then releasing all the way onto your backs. Happy baby. Scooting your hips first to center. You can reach and hold the outer edges of your feet with your hands. Draw your knees towards the floor. You can also, if happy baby doesn't feel like it's an option, you can also choose to just hold your knees, one in each hand, and maybe either one a rock from side to side. Massaging now the back part of your body from your head to your heart and the back of your hips. And then when you feel ready, please move into your Shavasana to close out our practice. Lengthening your legs, lift and broaden through your sitting bones. Open through your arms. And then please, for the last few moments, pause in the stillness and the quiet. And I will hold our time. Please invite a deeper breath. Welcome movement into your fingers and your toes. Let it rise through your arms and your legs, all the way into the crown of your head. You can invite a swivel of your chin from one side to the other. And then when you feel ready, welcome a roll to one side. And pressing down with your hands, inhale and lift yourself to a seat. Letting your hands continue to rest in your lap, please take a deep full breath in through your nose. And open your mouth to exhale. It is in my gratitude that I bow to each one of you. Thank you for joining me this evening. Placing my hands together at heart center, it is a simple gesture of gratitude to offer namaste. Have a beautiful evening, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me.